Hello, welcome to Dual Credit U.S. History B, discussion for Lesson 6 about the Roaring Twenties and Prohibition. Um, I have to start this one off with a joke because it just kind of lends itself that way. Why didn't they serve ghosts alcohol during the Prohibition? Because they didn't have any spirits. Ha ha ha. So, that's a good one. Okay. The 18th Amendment, Section 1 and 2, the U.S. Senate passed the 18th Amendment on December 18th, 1917, and it was ratified on January 16th, 1919, after 36 states approved it. The 18th Amendment and the enforcement laws that accompanied it established prohibition of alcohol in the United States. Many states already had laws prohibiting alcohol before this amendment. It was eventually repealed by the 21st Amendment on December 5th, 1933. It is the only amendment that has ever been completely repealed. Okay? So, these are some parts of the amendment. Now, remember that this has to do with the progressive era. Okay, so we're trying to make progress in everything. We're trying to rid the world of anything that's bad, right? Document A is from Dr. McNichol, and it's an address that was given at a meeting of the American Medical Society in 1913. He spoke at prohibition rallies and was widely cited in publications by prohibitionist groups, especially the women's Christian temperance unions. And it talks about how the more that men drink alcohol, then the more that it causes, defects in their children and grandchildren and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the basics of this, but please read it, okay? And then we've got an advertisement here for voting for prohibition. We've got an advertisement. This is a poster made around 1917. The ASL was the largest and most influential group supporting prohibition in the early 20th century. Which needs it most? The salon keeper or the homemaker? And so, it talks about that. This poster was also made by the American Issue Publishing around 1917, and it talks about how this is for our children so that they're not overshadowed by alcohol. Okay? So, these are the questions that I want you to answer. Document A. Dr. McNichol believed that alcohol caused diseases and disabilities in adult drinkers that were passed on to their children. According to Dr. McNichol, each generation of drinkers had more physical defects than the one before. Modern scientists have rejected this theory. Does the fact that McNichol was wrong about his theory affect whether he is a reliable source? Explain. Document B, how might the fact that brewers were of Germans or German descent have affected the argument that this poster made? Document C, based on the content of this poster and your knowledge of time, who do you think was the intended audience and why? Document D, what argument is this poster making? And then I want you to tell me what were the arguments for prohibition. I have some interesting family stories. My husband's grandpa or great grandpa was definitely he had a place where he brewed alcohol in his basement, and he was good at it, and he brewed some good alcohol at the time. So it definitely happened. And And it was a thing for the day, but I'm glad that we don't have those restrictions anymore. Anyway, so let me know what were the arguments for it, and kind of what you think of those arguments. Okay. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.